That's wonderful. You can stay up here. No, don't go away. You stay. That's why I put all the chairs in.
Oh, I didn't. Okay.
Yeah. They're the same chairs that are down there, just a little higher. All right. Well, I'm thrilled that our next guest is here. This is exciting for me. He's a terrific guy. He's a musician and a music journalist. You've probably read his things that he's been published over there in Spin, in Nylon, a lot of just single name magazines. Penthouse, which I'm not familiar with. He's got a band that we'll talk about. He's also the co-creator of Sound Advice, the web series. He's a co-host of the Going Off Track podcast. Please welcome Jonah Bayer to the stage. Jonah, how are you?
Good, how are you doing?
Good, I'm doing great. Now, this is a big week for you. I understand that the United Nations is in session. Yes. And that's your band, is that right? You've got Ban Ki-moon on the bass, and I'm kidding, of course. But your band is called United Nations. But none of the Secretary Generals actually play in the band.
No, but we did get a cease and desist order from the actual United Nations.
That must have been fun.
Yeah, that was fun.
Who brought that over? Kofi Annan? He was the most badass out of all the Secretary Generals, though, wasn't he?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Boutros Ghali, no, thanks. You know what I mean? Not intimidating, but I like to see that. So who's the band? It's you. What are you playing?
I play guitar.
Yeah, you do.
And then our singer Jeff was in this band Thursday.
Yeah.
And
they're playing tomorrow?
And our drummer and bass player in a band called Pianos Become the Teeth.
Okay, that's a frightening image, similar to the dentata, I would think. Is that what vaginal dentata? Did you see that movie? There's a movie.
No.
I don't know what I'm talking about. I am in very uncomfortable territory at this moment. So anyhow, you got the band, and you're starting up. You're going to be playing. Is it a constant thing, or you're getting back together?
No, it's kind of a sporadic thing. Everyone is kind of in other bands.
So you got this other stuff going on, and you're going to tour down.
We're playing in Gainesville, Florida, November 2nd at a festival with the Melvins.
That's pretty good.
It should be good, and then we're flying out to the West Coast and doing a couple weeks.
Oh, that'll be great.
So yeah, it'll be good, November.
So people better pack their bags and get down there.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got some people here that are going to be making the trip. Are those fun things to going on the tour? What kind of a vehicle are you using?
Our last one, we rented a minivan and had the opening band carry all of our stuff.
That's how you have to do it,
yeah,
isn't it?
it was kind of a power move.
I need to get an opening podcast.
Right?
Carry my crap all around.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
Again, I completely regret bringing up vaginal dentata at the beginning of our interview. I don't want to ever go back to that situation again where I'm thinking about that. So I just want to apologize at the top for considering that. There was a film, what was I going to say to you? Oh, of course, you are from the great state of Ohio, is that right?
Yes, that's true.
Can you say Ohio?
Ohio?
You detect that Cuyahoga County drawl when you say
really?
it.
People say that there is one, and I can never hear it.
The great state of Ohio. That's how I like to say it. And I do say it a lot at home, just by myself. But now you grew up near Cleveland, is that true?
Yeah, suburbs of Cleveland.
And what about Cleveland? Because I've had a number of guests on this program from that part of the world, and so many of them find great escape and comfort in the worlds of music and comedy. Is it just that bleak?
It's pretty bleak. There's just not a lot to do.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to go out and kind of make your own thing.
You get into something.
Yeah, you get into something.
Yeah. And for you, it was punk music?
Yeah, I got into punk music and played in a lot of bands, and then I moved back after college and I worked at this magazine, Alternative Press. I was a music editor there for 3 years, and then, yeah.
And do you recall even before that what your first thing, what inspired you to just pick up the guitar? Did you start with guitar?
Yeah, I started with guitar. I feel like I got really into the Cocktail soundtrack. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
Dana knows that.
Like Kokomo on it, Don't Worry, Be Happy.
Yeah.
Kokomo's on that?
Yeah.
That's a terrible song, isn't it?
Yes.
You don't learn till later. This is like a really shitty Beach Boys song.
It's a really terrible song. And yeah, the whole thing. But Tom Cruise, we wish him well, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you have a particular music teacher that was inspiring to you?
I did. I had this guy, Dave Baker, who's still plays guitar a lot. And he was this kind of like stoner guy. He was like 5 years older than me. He used to give me guitar lessons. And then I roadied for his band. His band was called Trip.
Yeah.
And their logo was a mushroom and the eye was a joint. And he would like take me out when I was like 15 and we would like get high together and hang out. I don't know why he took me. It was like kind of weird.
He was showing you the ropes.
Yeah, he showed me the ropes, but that was pretty influential.
Kind of an almost famous kind of a deal for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I had a music teacher too, and his name was Joe Musumeci, and he used to hit me over the head with the flute. So I don't mind telling you his name was Joe Musumeci because he hit me over the head with the flute. And I was, he's dead now, but I mean, thank goodness. But I played the saxophone, alto sax man. You know those kind of guys.
Yeah. So did that technique help, the hitting me over the head?
It didn't. It made me very upset. Well, I mean, I was good, let's face it. I had a good embouchure. I could carry the tune. I had good rhythm. I still have it. And it was a minor infraction there that happened, and I didn't deserve a flute to the head. I think he was upset about other things. Because you find, and I know you know this because you deal with a lot of creative types, anytime you have a problem with somebody, it's 90% the other person.
Yeah, that's true.
That's just what, something else is going on for them, and they bring their energy to you.
And they don't get it sometimes.
They don't get it. They can't see it.
Yeah.
It's difficult. But now you have the show too, Going Off Track.
Yeah, that's a podcast. Yeah.
And that is an extension of your music journalism career. So alternative press, you're working on that for how long? 3 years?
3 years, and then I quit I was playing in another band, and we went to Europe for 5 weeks, and we toured, and then I moved here and started writing Steven's Untitled Rock Show for Fuse, and me and Steven do this podcast together now. We got canceled, and then we started
the show on Fuse.
The show on Fuse got canceled, and then we started doing a free podcast.
And is Fuse still on the air?
Yes.
Okay. What happens over there?
I don't know. I've been trying to get some work over there.
Oh, yeah.
It has not been happening.
Well, see what happens.
Yeah.
I better tune in. I probably won't. So, but you enjoyed covering music. You were part of it, and then you had a natural inclination to. Is that what you studied in college?
Yeah, I started writing, and I had a zine in college. I made my own magazine.
Yeah, at Zero, at Kinko's. A lot of time at Kinko's.
Yeah.
You enjoy the late night Kinko's?
I did.
Boy, there were some characters there.
Right? Yeah.
You could die at any minute going in one of those things.
There were 24 hours.
There were 24 hours. You had a midnight special where all the computer services were half off. So if you had to do some Illustrator project, you were in luck. But you had to be there with some pretty sketchy characters and some employees who'd rather be anywhere else.
Well, I felt like I always had friends who worked there. And that was like
good.
the best hookup ever.
That is a good hookup to have.
Yeah.
I've had some nice hookups.
At Kinko's?
No, but, well, there too. But I'll take it where I can get it. But the fact of the matter is, you then have this podcast, Going Off Track, where you talk to musicians.
So we talk to musicians, comedians. I had my parents on, like my yoga teacher. But we do it at this really cool studio that Converse owns called Rubber Tracks. And me and Steven do it with a couple other people. And yeah, we've had on like Fred Armisen and Jimmy Garofalo, and then we had on Doyle from the Misfits today. A lot of punk musicians, comedians.
And Doyle was quite a character. You showed me a picture of the guy.
Yeah, he showed up. I don't know if you guys know what the Misfits look like, but he was in like full makeup, like the whole outfit, like 7 feet tall. Yeah, it was awesome. It's cool.
I don't know. Well, he looked a little. Were you scared?
I was.
What was your impression?
He was a super friendly guy, but I was a little intimidated. He's a big guy, and then I had pulled something on my leg, and he showed me a really good stretch for it.
Oh, that's nice.
So yeah.
Well, it sounds like you have a lot of great people on the show, and all walks of life, true. And I don't know if you have openings or anything, but
yeah, we should set something up. Definitely,
it would be great.
Yeah, that would be great.
This guy could just hang. I don't even have to be on the air. We could just have stuff to do. You have snacks or anything?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, okay. That'd be great.
There's coffee, water.
Oh, now you're talking. And Jonah, you also have created this thing, this sound advice.
Yes.
With your sister. She's on TV?
Yes.
Okay. And she's the star of the thing.
She's the star.
And tell people what sound advice is.
So my sister Vanessa is on Saturday Night Live, and we do a podcast where we have bands come in, and she plays a media coach named Janessa Slater.
Which is a terrific name.
Yeah.
I mean, that is one of the great all-time names of someone that you don't want to interact with.
Yeah, and it's a very like kind of obnoxious character that's like super condescending, and she basically gives like really bad advice. So we released one today with Nora Jones and Puss in Boots, her band.
It's terrific.
Yeah.
I watched it. Yeah.
Oh, awesome! Thank you.
Yeah, so funny. She's essentially she has no clue about the music industry.
Right.
And just really off base with anything that she has to offer.
Yes. But it's funny. I feel like a lot of the bands we've had on, like Drake and stuff, like they get taken kind of seriously. So it's cool for them to have an excuse to kind of do something funny.
Right.
And it's fun just to write jokes and then have like make fun of people.
Right, sure. And Drake seems to have a good sense of humor.
He was awesome. He showed up like with like one other person, like hung out for like an hour and a half. Like it was cool.
Most of the people do, I guess.
Yeah.
Demi Lovato.
Demi Lovato, that was a good one.
Now, correct me, she's just a half a Lovato. Will we ever find the other?
I don't know, that's a good question.
Half? Probably both of those things could be on a menu. Both of those things, meaning her and Ariana Grande, put them together. That's a nice afternoon at a cafe somewhere. What are people thinking with the names? So, but this show is so great because the conceit is that it's a fictional character that doesn't know that much about things, but just goes right into it. And see, I got to get a hook like that. I love this idea.
Yeah.
I can only be myself, so it's difficult for me to do anything like that. But
yeah, you should think about doing something like that.
maybe
Yeah,
I got to figure out a character that I can be.
Who knows?
I'll work on some things. That would be great. You got me thinking, Jonah. And so the tour is happening, and you're gonna get down to another going off track is happening. That's all the time.
Yeah,
How
so
often do
every
you release
Wednesday.
that? Every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday, we're on like 128 or something, or yeah.
And it's 3 of you that do it. 2 of you.
It kind of changes. It's 4 of us. It started out as 4 of us, and usually I'm usually there, and it's usually me and 1 or 2 other people. But and we do live ones too sometimes. So I think we might be doing one in December.
Oh, that'll be
At
fun.
Union Hall, but yeah, trying to figure it out.
It's great.
But yeah.
It's great.
Where
can we hear it?
You can hear it on iTunes, Going Off Track, or just on our website, goingofftrack.com. And Sound Advice is on, I think, Hulu, and it's on Above Average.
There you go, the
their
great
YouTube
Above
channel.
Average. Yeah,
And
you can watch them all.
you can check out United Nations on Twitter and through our label, Temporary Residence. So that's it.
I have so much to do just going through
It's
all
a lot.
those links.
I know.
You've given me such a wonderful afternoon. So my day is full tomorrow. Jonah, I'm so glad you're here. Can you stick around?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks
Okay,
for having
Jonah
me.
Bayer, everybody.
Yeah.